Welcome to episode 2 of our Peterbilt build.
On the last episode, we got this thing running, discovered a lot of diesel in the oil, and stopped there because that's all we could do at the time. On this episode, we get it running really good, put some new parts on, some decent old tires. We drive it, have a good time.
Special thanks to CRC. They jumped on board to be the official partner for this build. And for you guys to get free entertainment, it really helps when companies like CRC jump on board to help us out. So go buy yourself some CRC of anything and enjoy this episode.
Upgrade. Got to take the 4x4. It's been raining out at my dad's shop, so that field's going to be a mess. So poor Garfield doesn't get to go. I'll transfer some tools over and go work on the Peterbilt.
It's really good to be unified in a game plan, especially on Valentine's Day.
Right.
It's Valentine's Day. This is what we're doing.
Yeah, when Emily saw that old Peterbilt, she's like, I got to have it.
Yeah.
And I said, all right, you don't get anything else the rest of this year. So Valentine's Day, you got a Peterbilt.
That is not what he said. But it makes a good story. No, we woke up this morning and we were talking about the truck. We were talking about Optimus Grime. And he was like, ooh, our buddy Philip, who's a local friend and he has a lot of truck parts. He's like, Philip's got some tanks we need to go look at. And I said, sounds like a perfect Valentine's Day gift. Tanks for the Peterbilt.
Romantic.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Progress is happening.
Inches, that's what we want. Allison who?
All right, we're just leaving Philip's place.
Yeah, I walked all around. We found a lot of tanks, probably some that we're going to go with, but after I got to looking at them, I got a little bit confused because there's like 30-inch tanks, there's 23-inch tanks, and I want to go back to the truck, measure, see what we have, kind of measure the distance that we want, because he scrapped a lot of Peterbilt. So he's got really short ones, he's got long tanks, and so we're going to do a little bit more research, but he said just come back, you know, whatever you need, we've got it. So we'll be back.
We'll make decisions later, but
yeah.
That was really fun to look at.
Time to change some oil. See if we can find that fuel leak.
You tightened it so well.
No.
There you go.
All right, we're going to pre-fill this. For years and years and years, I built engines and did not pre-fill them until I worked on one of the new Cummins, and it wouldn't prime itself. And that's when I changed my opinion about pre-filling filters. I'm going to make this about 40 pounds before we try to put it up in there without dropping it.
Nice and tight, so we have to use the tool next time again.
We used to take 55-gallon barrels and cut them off, or these cows eat out of a tub. If you get like a protein mix or something, it comes in a bucket. So we'd slide it under the truck and then put the old oil in it. You got to slide it out, use empty jugs to dip it out of there, and it gets all over the place. So I decided I'm not about that life anymore.
How about this? We'll see y'all when this is assembled. All right, we got ourselves an oil drain unit.
Ow. Hit me in the head. Oh yeah, that's thin. Ooh, boy. 1540 should not look like that. It is what it is. I think it's that pump right there. I've got a new one in the truck. How's our bucket looking?
I can't look at the bucket right now because the baby is here. And she's really curious. Okay, so the bucket is looking good. It's about half full.
Okay. Shouldn't be any sludge in this engine. All that diesel in there.
So with the commenters that were asking, what if they put diesel in there to try and free it up because they thought it was seized up? Do you think that's a possibility, or do you think we absolutely have a problem with the pump?
I would say that's highly unlikely, because this is a customer that would have been on the phone with my dad all the time asking what to do next, and he would not tell him to do that. That's something you would only do if you felt like the cylinders were rusted. And you would only put the diesel in the intake or in the, take the injectors out and put it in there. This intake's fully assembled. He had no way to take it off and put it in there. But again, that was 20 years ago, so who knows? Yep. That was worth the money.
How much was this thing?
169 bucks, I think.
Yeah.
But I mean, even if you're doing an oil change once every 6 months on this thing, like, that makes a big difference. Being able to pump it up and put it right back in the jugs that you just poured in the truck. Take it to the parts store, get rid of it. For someone like Emily and I, you know, my dad, he's got big tanks and somebody that comes and pumps oil out. But for us at our shop, that's a lot of oil to try to put somewhere and try to carry somewhere. So that pump makes all the difference.
We have a valve cover off, so it's effortless.
Yep.
That's my Valentine.
That's right.
He's so cute. I like him.
Oh, God.
Here you go. I'm not strong enough to lift it that high. Above my head. I guess I need to work out more.
Maybe. So we pull that lift pump off. Excuse me, transfer pump for you Caterpillar people. And see if we can find a leak on it.
Nice.
Oh, they look the same. Okay, I gotta clean my hands a little bit.
Okay.
So I'll probably put pressure here and block this one.
They were just talking about how worn out this is. Yeah, those wear marks are wild.
We've not been out here for how long?
A week.
Okay.
5 days. It's held pressure.
That's held pressure. So that would indicate to me that the injectors are holding pressure.
So it shouldn't be a leak in the injector, or that all that pressure would have released down into the pan.
I wouldn't think so. Of course, when metal gets hot, things change, and it could start leaking when it's up to operating temp. But right now what I'm doing is pull this off, and then I'm going to connect it to that transfer pump and use this to put pressure on it. We're just making stuff up here, trying to get pressure on this pump to see if it leaks.
Holy! Okay, so he just pumped up the primer right there. Oh my gosh. Oh my jeez. I was not expecting that.
That's as much pressure as I can hold on it. Thank you. I think it's time to hook the batteries back up. Shift will start, and then just kind of let it run for a minute. And I'll get those valve covers back off and look down in there. You should be able to see diesel, even though it doesn't have dye in it. Actually, let me just use this guy. I hate to scratch up that new filter, but I already ordered new Peterbilt fuel filters. Not Peterbilt, Caterpillar. Because these old A models and B models, sometimes they can be a little finicky on which filter you use. So we put this one on here to test it, but I do have genuine cat ones coming. Well, apparently I was a little bit stronger the other day than I am today, because both filters are too tight. We really like this stuff.
You and your dad use this?
Yeah,
Is it brand specific, or is it just like any ultraviolet? Violet, whatever.
Ultraviolet?
Ultraviolet. Is that what it is? Ultraviolet?
Ultraviolet.
I know I said it wrong, but is that what this
Yeah.
crazy deal is? Ultraviolet. Look at this stuff glow, though. It's freaking cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh, finger.
Weird. This stuff is glowy.
Yeah, it really makes a difference. You can shine that light up in the valve cover. If there's even a small leak, you'll see it.
That's so cool. Not too tight there, mister. Brute strength. Ooh. Air bubble.
Now we got it. All I want is just enough to catch it on fire.
He has decided it is best to take the bolts out of the fan so that it's not making a total racket and beating up against the shroud like it was doing.
They're locked in there. Okay, I'm going to cut those belts off then. I mainly just want to hear if the engine's running good. Don't you worry. My water pump runs off of gear drive off the front. So we did not just unhook our water pump. It's just the fan. And in this weather, it would take a while for it to need that fan. So we should be able to hook the batteries up and get her making noise. Okay, let me get a thingy to clean my hands because I don't want to get grease in my truck. The chains are off the back axle?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, oil pressure. Here comes oil pressure. What you're hearing is that's air in the system. I bled it, but there's still going to be some in it, so. You kind of do a quick walk around, make sure there's no oil or fuel leaking out. Sounds pretty good.
One right there is not. It doesn't mean anything.
It goes to our fuel tank.
He tries to move. This is so awesome. Oh my gosh.
I think you're seeing Lucas.
green. Aaron heard an air leak, and next thing I know, he's got the dash apart.
I found one of them. One of them is the windshield wipers. I think that's just a vent for the switcher. Will you go flip the switch on the stick shift and see if that stops?
I have to pull that up. Oh, that.
Okay, flip it back.
Which one? Okay, this down. Okay.
The back box on that transmission. I think it's got some bad seals in it. But I think that's a vent and it's just letting it bleed through.
I assume I did the right thing on the shifter. You said switch,
Yeah.
but it was switches. Oh,
Yeah.
the first one I saw was the red one. I tried to flip it, but
It
that
wouldn't.
one wouldn't flip, so
Yeah,
then I
it
did
won't
that
flip
front one.
until you get it.
Okay.
Just the brakes.
Sounded like they were holding pressure.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think there might be a dirt dog right there. It's okay.
He's like, you better not make fun of me. I run good.
Still have power steering.
Oh. Wow.
That's it. Just a little bit. More diesel buckets there.
Yeah. That's awesome. Should we check the oil?
Yeah, you know. Listen, you can hear the tapping individually if you listen. You hear that rattling? It's still a little bit dry on the downstream, but it's sounding really good.
Our bags have air in them.
Yep. That's why we had to take these chains off, because those bags are strong enough to pop those chains. We got one that's a little bit messed up over there. Just from being towed, it got pretty hot. We'll get that fixed. We'll air it down and get it set back in full boot.
That's this guy.
It's aired up, it's just caked. I'll fix it.
That seat hadn't had air in it in a while. It's got like all kinds of sediment on top of the bag. It's so funny. He's stepping again. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is so awesome.
Go back there and film the stack so they can hear all the engine sounds.
Okay. So good.
Yeah. I love that it cleaned up, because it was kind of struggling. But it smoothed out.
Hopefully it's at the correct level. Man, it's so hard to see.
We're right there. Yep.
All right.
I'll wipe it and show you again, but it definitely didn't gain any. Like I suspected, that filter was going to take a little bit. Yep.
Yeah.
Right there.
Just pretty much halfway, right in the middle of operating range.
Yep.
Dude. Yes.
Well, that's good news, and it's starting to rain again, so I think we should get out of here and go home.
Okay, well, next time we see you guys, it'll be time for more progress.
I rounded up some tires. These are 22.5s, but it comes with the Bud wheels, which I need. And they're a little bit old. They really don't need to be on the road, but I'm not trying to go on the highway. I'm just trying to get something on there so we can get this truck rolling, get it moving. And we got a fuel tank. He's got another fuel tank that we're gonna go buy, but it was full of fuel, so he's unloading that right now, and we'll go pick it up. I'm gonna unload this stuff. We're probably not gonna work on the truck today. This is the day after Emily's birthday. She wants to spend time with her sister, so I'm just gathering up parts, and we'll come out here tomorrow and get some stuff put on it. Those are Low Pro 22.5s, I believe. It's very deceiving. They look like super nice tires, but there is definitely some cracking on them and stuff like that. So you wouldn't want to be out there on the highway endangering people, but for that rig, they'll go back there and I can get that thing off the ground. It's just super nasty. These tires on here, well, the truck's been sitting 20 years and I guarantee he didn't have new tires on it when he parked it. So I'm afraid to even try to put air in these. That one's got a little bit of air. Nope, that one's flat. That one's got some air, but man, they are junky. That gives us something. And since we're switching to 22.5s for now until we can actually buy tires for it, my dad's got a lot of 22.5s out here. The trick is gonna be finding these Bud wheels. A lot of the stuff that he's been scrapping recently is the newer hub pilots, but I think we'll make it work. Of course, we're gonna save our aluminum wheels that are 24.5s. This truck, in my opinion, needs a 11R 22.5s, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, and we'll get it up and running, get it looking good, and then we'll spend the money on them nice tires.
Starting our morning off right. Coffee and car parts. All right, Garfield, time to get some work done. We made it.
Yep, we made it.
After all that rain, the ground seems really solid.
Yeah, we had a couple days of dry but cold weather, so it's sink in.
Hey, buddy. Everybody on the internet thinks it needs a paint job, and you know, I agree. It's such a nice truck, but in due time, I'm gonna enjoy the patina while we have it.
Yep, everybody thinks it needs a paint job, but nobody's gonna come out here and sand the thing.
Well, I'm sure they would if we asked them to. All right, what are we starting with here?
Now, this is a fuel transfer pump. We've got old junky diesel in those tanks that we don't want to run through that injection pump. Those injection pumps on a Model A like that are probably $4,000 or $5,000 to go have them rebuilt. So we're going to avoid that. I think what we'll do today is we'll transfer diesel from one tank to the other because it's hard to get rid of old diesel. So we're just going to store it in that one tank, cap it off, and then we'll put new diesel in that tank. We might even put our new tank on, we'll see. But this is just a pump I got off Amazon, had good reviews. We got enough hose to just go from one tank to the other and feel all official with our
Yeah,
see if we can get it transferred over.
that looks legit.
Yeah. This is my inlet hose here. I've got a thingy here for it. And then one to keep the big chunks out. Cool. I'm gonna put this together. I don't know what the one holding that camera is gonna do, but
He told me I could replace this hub on the front passenger side of the truck. That little thing, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So that sat. Of course, the truck's been moved, but this sat like this, I guess, and leaked all out. Okay, well, I gathered tools. I know these aren't gonna be rusted on there, but these look pretty rusty.
So I'm gonna grab some knocker loose and let that be soaking on there a little bit.
The first step in dealing with these fuel tanks is, this is our auxiliary tank, or our second tank. Our main tank is over here. You can see it's got the return line coming to it. And so we're gonna run this tank for now. And I wanna block this one off, transfer all the fuel into it. So I'm gonna just cross my fingers that that valve actually works, which a lot of times it doesn't. We'll see how she goes. No valve on that side, so if it starts to come loose, if it starts to leak out of here, I gotta get this up higher than the tank real quick like. All right, beautiful. That one shut off.
Good job.
I see it's got a lock on it, but I seriously doubt. Oh, nice. I was gonna say I doubt he's used that in a long time. So.
Oh yeah. Nice.
To be honest with you, that diesel would run just fine. You'd never know the difference. Dude, move some diesel.
Yeah, it does. Time to lift the back up.
Yep.
If you watch our last boat progress on doing fiberglass on the boat, you will know why these have screws in them. It looks funny.
Yes, I bought a new jack for this. The reason I bought a new jack for this is because when I'm on the road and I have a tire problem, I will be fixing it myself. Not paying somebody and waiting on them to show up. We don't roll like that. I'll go check my pump.
Oh.
Let's change sound.
It's pulling air. Yeah, I got it deeper in there. Yeah, awesome.
Definitely need new airbags. That's to be expected. Airbags, air hoses, air chambers, anything air is probably going to be replaced. I read a comment earlier from a YouTube commenter, and they said, you know, you could buy a brand new truck for the price of that you're going to have to put into that before you get it going. And so I want to address that. First of all, that's not true. New Peterbilt, you know, they don't make a 359, but say a 379, you're going to spend a lot of money. Over a couple hundred grand probably. Maybe 150 to 200. But you're also going to be dealing with an electronic engine, automatic transmission that, I mean, they're good, but they're just complicated. And we want something old and mechanical. So we're not going to do this, but if we put $100,000 in this truck, it's still better to me than buying something new. You've got an old piece of equipment, classic, you're saving it, recycling it, and we very much value that. And on top of that, I've got an opportunity here to work with my wife, work with my niece, and whoever else wants to get their hands dirty, teach them lots of cool stuff that I grew up learning, and have a really good time. So that's why we're doing this. That's jacked up. Let's take it off.
Oh, other ones. I'm sorry, that's the hub.
I will take the axles out if you want me to.
No.
I will take the tire off.
I'm sorry, I'm a goober.
You do have little caps, and these little caps can be
Should I lube those?
the pain. No, I'll get them off, then you can get to them.
Oh, nice.
Hey, that actually did something. Those aren't as rusty as...
Yeah, look, oh my gosh.
Oh, I just thought these were
They actually look really good.
annoying pretty things. He was trying to maintain this truck. I was laying underneath there and those brakes are brand new. Like, brand new shoes. The drum's new. I can tell because there's no groove in it. So that's exciting. Look here, he's got the wrong inner nut. See, these are two nuts. This one holds the inside wheel, this one holds the outside. This one's for steel wheels. That's why it's not as long. This is for aluminum wheels. Longer. Alright, so he's got the wrong nut on that one.
Is that like a stud or the nut itself?
The stud is behind that.
Oh.
So
Something was loose over there?
I already checked this one.
Oh, okay.
See if my impact was gonna work.
Oh, gotcha. Cool.
Got on Amazon and got me a 3/4 inch impact. And we're gonna see if it works. We know it worked on that one. There's like a plastic thing you can put over here to keep from getting that socket rash on the rim. But we're gonna be sanding and polishing these, so I'm not worried right now. Oh, that rim's rough.
Dang.
Be looking for a new 24/5 aluminum wheel.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, do I have it turned all the way up? No, it was only on number 4. I was sitting here raving about it and I had it, didn't have it all the way up.
You will come off, sir. You don't have a choice. There it is, sir.
I asked nicely. Come on.
That's a U-bolt right there now. Dang.
Those don't typically come loose. You almost always cut those off.
Ooh. So we're gonna go single tire back here while we...
Yeah, for now.
The goal is to get it to our shop so we can work on it easier. Isn't he a beast? Oh my gosh, I love it. Makes me so happy.
Yeah, we'll run with single tires because we want to put 24/5s back on it. But there's so much work to do before we spend that kind of money. Notice on these Bud wheels, that side is opposite thread from this side. So if you don't know that, you could be trying really hard to get it loose and you're actually going the wrong way. Yeah, so the driver's side is reverse thread. Passenger side is standard thread.
Is it that way on all big trucks?
Only on the Bud wheels, or lug pilot if you want to call it that. The other ones, there's plenty of trucks around here that are hub pilots, so the hub is what centers it, and then it's got a nut with a washer on it. And on those trucks, you don't have 2 lug nuts for the back, you've just got one. You got one long stud and then one nut that goes on it. Those are all standard thread.
Okay, is there a strategy or do I
Just take the tire off.
fingers? Now this guy goes on?
Yep.
Wow. Is this thing messing me up right here?
Oh yeah, it's got a bad lug nut on it. Yeah, if you'll unscrew that
Oh, got it.
outer nut, yeah, then the whole thing will come out.
It's kind of seizing up.
Okay.
It was going for me, but
What she's dealing with is this outer nut locked onto the inner nut and they came out together. You see that sometimes. So we'll have to get this out, then she can put the rim on.
it's just so hard to get a grip on it.
Well, I've been trying to get a grip my whole life.
There it comes. See, it gives me little bits of success. It's so close. Whoa.
Nice. Well, fair throwing your
There it
back
is.
out.
Right?
Helpers aren't much help if they're broken.
I think we're on.
Cool.
Oh my gosh, this thing's a handful. What scrawny little arms.
Got Fiona running over here, charging the DeWalt batteries. Got some more goodies here. A little refrigerator for the Peterbilt and a microwave. Because we are converting this to an RV. So that girl can legally drive it.
I can't wait to crank this thing up and put it into gear
Mm-hmm.
and drive it out of this freaking field.
Yep.
He's gonna look at all of his friends out here and be like, bye guys, I got a new lease on life.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were doing both front tires, but we're actually just doing the passenger side, so done. Aaron's playing with the air tank now.
Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm putting an air chuck on here so we can air tires up and stuff like that. So we bought a brand new air hose, put new ends on it, and that air hose is going to live in this truck.
Okay, I'm getting ready to spray some of this parts cleaner and degreaser in here. It's gonna clean all of the yucky buildup of grease and water, and then we'll be able to refill it with oil and lube whenever we get that new cap on. We get to use some Hot Shot Secret stuff.
Yeah.
Do you need a little funnel?
Yeah, I probably do.
Hot Shot Secret sent us with a ton of products to take with us on Sick Week. So we have the tool truck all outfitted with all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking at some 8110. This would take like a 8090 or 7590, something like that. This will get the job done.
Sweet.
So we're gonna put some diesel in it. I know that I didn't get all the diesel out of there when we drained it. So we're gonna put Diesel Extreme Concentrated Fuel Injector Cleaner and cetane booster. Yeah, I think that should help the new mix with the old pretty good. It's supposed to clean injectors and stuff like that. which I'm sure I've got some injectors need cleaning. For 20 gallons, it wants 8 ounces. So I don't know. Not that much. When we fill it, when we get the other tank on there and fill it up, we'll put more in it. But that should get us going in the right direction.
We're gonna work on brakes now. He was just kind of trying to explain to me when you're moving trucks, you gotta camber the brakes.
Yeah, so what this is if your truck's broken down and you don't have air pressure, these bolts typically come in the top of the brake chamber. And you take this bolt out, you put it in there, turn it a quarter of a turn, and it locks and it pulls this big heavy spring back so it releases the brakes. But since we got this one running, we're going to take this out and then release the brakes and see if they actually release.
So these brakes operate off of air pressure?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And these are parking chambers. Like your fronts are going to have a non-parking chamber. They only apply brakes when you got air pressure. Clear prop.
Thing cranks so good. I love it. Oh my gosh. It runs amazing.
Does cycle the thing for me?
How was that speed?
That was good.
Do we need to move stuff?
Actually, you can just
Me?
with the brake in all the way over and forward. It's gonna be reverse, and then all the way over and back is gonna be front. Just see if it'll rock a bit.
Oh my god. No. No way. Watch in. All the way over and forward is reverse. Yes, it must release way at the top. Oh my gosh, we're moving. All the way over and back. Doesn't want to go into first gear. Is that a better shot? All the way over and back. Do I need to hit some kind of release? No? Okay, neutral. All the way over and forward. I'll try reverse one more time. Oh, it's moving. Any gears? No. Oh, there's first, I think. Let me try. Yep, that's moving forward. Oh my god.
Okay, we kill it.
Okay.
I got one chamber that's acting funny.
Okay.
So we'll see if we can get them released. Is the button still in?
Button is in.
Okay.
Oh my god. Dude,
Yeah.
I could not get it into first gear though very easily. Like,
Yeah.
I was kind of hunting for it.
You may have to let out on the clutch a little bit because that's got a transmission brake, so or a clutch brake, excuse me.
Okay. You see it adjusting out?
Yep, I felt the whole truck roll.
Oh my gosh. So you feel like it released from,
Oh, it's released.
and because you adjusted the other direction?
I adjusted slack adjusted the wrong way.
Wow.
Made a mistake.
Okay.
Emily said, "Don't you want to try to adjust that the other way?" And I was like, "Well, it's worth a try." She was right.
Yep, it's moving. Yay! That's awesome. I want to go drive it.
No, once we get diesel and hooked to the main tank, we can.
Oh my gosh. Now
He's going for the fan hub bolts.
Yep, I think she's earned a couple belts.
So you had a theory that I found very interesting and insightful as to why this fan is hitting the shroud. And so tell the humans that are watching this what you said.
Well, I think over time his belts loosened up and he just kept tightening them to the point where the fan was so high it was hitting that shroud. That's my theory.
Like the adjuster.
Yeah, because you adjust these belts by going straight up.
Okay.
Straight up and down. That's an adjustment bolt right there.
Okay.
So once we get these loosened off, you'll see. We'll run it up and down with that.
Well, that would make sense. And then slowly but surely it just started hitting the shroud and chewing his fan up.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's not hitting at the bottom.
Right, there's a huge gap. So even if I have to, I'll go get shorter belts. But I think the ones we bought are going to be quite a bit shorter. Hey, you've got one to do over there.
That looks like a pretty new Oh, I'm doing some over here?
You're doing one.
Okay. That looks like a pretty new washer on that thing.
Right around there somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, I would do it with the box end.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Am I going the right way? Yes,
Yeah.
lefty loosey. There it is.
Hey, I'm gonna go get the impact to run that up and down. Hose is just right in the way.
Yes.
Okay.
Need a wobble?
Yep. I'll leave her there.
Yeah, now we got clearance.
Yep.
Balancer is like way big. I'm not sure it's gonna go around the base of that. Dang it, gotta pull the fan off. You miss being in the big truck shop, babe?
No.
But does it feel different and kind of cool that you're working on your own truck?
Yeah, I enjoy the work. Especially, it's really nice to do something that you understand. Like with cars, so often I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure it out. So that part's nice, where I just kind of already know what needs to be done. It's heavy work though. It's hard work. Yeah, it's hard on the hands.
Super good.
Look at that.
Oh,
that's clear.
While Aaron was reinstalling that fan, I just picked up a bunch of the tools and like that transfer pump and got the grounds kind of tidy, like all of our tools and stuff. And now he is trying to put a jack between the frame and the leaf spring, or the frame and the suspension, to try and get that airbag uncrinkled. So, but the sun is setting. It's kind of going down behind us, and so the day is coming to an end, but we have done good progress here. Seeing it on tires with air in them just feels really good, and being able to run it more. Hey, we should check the oil and see how the oil level is.
I checked it this morning and I checked this evening. It's the same. It's right at the full mark.
So we fixed our fuel leak with that transfer pump?
I don't know if it was ever actually a problem, but it is currently not causing a problem.
Okay, 10-4. Dang. Okay, let's see if we can get this airbag fixed. Do you want the Jimmy bar?
I'm wondering if now that I've got it
Can I extend it up?
extended up, I wonder if I air that bag up, if it'll
Pop free?
poop down in place.
Oh, I like the baby cows.
I think we're gonna leave it like this for tonight and then deal with that tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, Optimus Grime. You're getting happier and happier, aren't you, buddy? Well, Mr. Reeves?
I think that's it for today.
Oh
Sun's almost down. Come back tomorrow.
Well then,
We'll see y'all in the morning for more progress on good old Optimus Grime. We're back. And where the heck did our sunshine and warm weather go? It's cold and dreary and gray this morning, but that's okay. We're still gonna get work done. We loaded the back of Fiona up with lots of diesel, and now we're going to add it to our one tank that we're gonna run the truck off of. So yeah, gonna get it. Already we got about 25 gallons in that tank now, so plus that Hot Shot Secrets fuel additive. Aaron's about to reconnect the stock original fuel system, and hopefully it'll crank up and not give us trouble like air in the lines and stuff like that, but we'll see.
The wrench is a little big. Okay, I'll zip tie and get that away from the accelerator.
Want me to grab you one? Man, what size? I didn't get it this size. How's this size?
Yeah, that'll work. You're replacing all this, so I'm not super worried about it shrouding at the moment. Been unhooking our batteries every night because I'm sure this truck has draws, and I don't want to come out here to dead batteries. So what we're going to do is we're going to fire it up. I hate doing this when the engine's cold, but I got to hold it at higher RPM to try to push that air through the system, because that line coming from the tank obviously is going to have some air in it, and we just had it unhooked. So to keep from rebleeding it, I'm just going to rev it up. We should hear it pop and choke a little bit, but if I'm lucky, it'll keep going. Clear.
Clear.
Okay, now she's running on her own fuel, I think.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. You heard it kind of chugging and stuff there for a minute? That was
I
the
mean,
air pushing through it.
I need to get more familiar with the sound of this engine. It sounded like it cranked up really nice and ran great, but I'm sure there was stuff there I didn't hear. Awesome. Before we run it a whole lot more, we're going to top this coolant off. So we brought some fancy schmancy peak titanium for it. It's insane how much coolant these trucks take. Something like 10 gallons. What? In a almost 15 liter engine.
And that radiator's pretty big too.
Yeah. Wow. We could hear trickling water. And yeah, dude, it's open like right at the top. I can see it.
Oh.
It's a hard line. Hey, maybe it's not supposed to be a hard line.
It's not supposed to be that hard.
Oh, I mean, like that joker is straight up.
Dang it, we need a hose. It gets sick. He said, probably got one. And I believe him.
Come on, baby. This is like such a tight little
Good truck life.
big truck life. I don't want to strip it from there.
I don't want you to strip it from there.
No. Pop it instead of moving it slowly.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I would do it. Yeah, correct.
I'm always nervous.
Yeah, let me see if I can break it loose for you, and then we'll get you back on it.
I don't really know what I'm doing wrong other than just not having the gusto to pop.
Some of it's just a fuel thing.
Oh.
You got it.
Oh, the sun's coming out.
Yay. Dang right, son. You better come out because it's sun day.
Oh, I'm getting it. Yeah, it is Sunday. Come on, Mother Nature, get with the program.
Okay, she got the hose off, and we have a plug in it. So we got to go find a hose. We're gonna just drive around, see if we can find one. I was looking at the alternator bracket. I was wanting to put the alternator on here, but this is a tensioner bolt that seems to be worn through the bracket. It's supposed to catch up there. So, and this arm's broken. So we'll go look for an alternator bracket too. Alternator. This is also worn out at the bottom. So dig around, look for that stuff. Hose. My dad said he's got some air cleaners off of Western Star that would look really good on here. So we're gonna try to track them down. I've got, see this truck had one air filter on it from the factory on the passenger side. I've already purchased this little aluminum piece that goes around here, this insert, and this bracket. And I'll show you why we're gonna do that real quick. This will cut out to go around the filter.
Yeah.
And we don't have to replace all this. That we can just kind of work back together and put a patch on the inside. But versus reskinning this side of the hood, we're just gonna eliminate that and put a filter on this side. So we're gonna track some stuff down.
So we're at the back of the property now. And this is like inventory station. A bunch of air dryers and brackets and pulleys, bell housings, brakes. No, those aren't bell housings, those are brakes. Bumpers. Some kind of like air tanks, I think. Side steps, batteries. Oh, yellow parts. Yay. Manifolds, front cover, looks like. Fuel tank. Pistons.
This is what we need to put an air-to-air on. It's currently got a water-to-air cooler up on there, and I want to take that off and put a over the radiator air-to-air. And that's the piece that'll convert it to that. Oh, that's cool.
Heck yeah. We need to tell your dad so he doesn't sell it.
Yeah, well, I gotta pay him for it. Let's see what we need here. We'll keep going.
Airbags. Side mirrors. Actually, one of our side mirrors is broken out. There's a little starter. That ain't a truck starter. Intercooler, I think. Flywheel tanks, more pistons. Oh, trailer parts. An alternator. A whole bracket.
Whole thing.
No way. Holy cow, yes.
See, that bolt's not supposed to be pulled through there like that. And this bottom piece looks good.
Dude. That is so freaking great. Oh my gosh. Score.
We are not hoarders. We just live out in the country and we learn to keep everything. Sometimes these old boys need to get on the road like now.
That is so freaking funny.
Maybe we are hoarders.
I kind of think there's some hoarding taking place here, but I could be wrong. There's a bunch of cabs. There is
That's the
some,
Western Star.
right there. I see them. Maybe hard for y'all to see. Right through there. Looks like the breathers he might have been talking about. Oh my gosh, I love wandering around this place. Oh my goodness, these are beautiful.
Yeah.
These are so nice.
Nothing wrong with that.
Dude.
See, the Peterbilt cab's gonna be different, so this doesn't really.
These are so nice.
But yeah, these just go on with band clamps. So it's not Peterbilt stuff, but you know what? Peterbilt stuff is very expensive, and we're just trying to get a tow rig together.
Man, these are freaking sharp though.
No, I like them.
I think they're awesome.
It's even got a boot on it.
Heck yeah.
And we're gonna put a toilet in the sleeper. Like back, there's like a little closet. Ordered it last night. So I think we're gonna get one of these sleepers like this one here. It's got a little door. And we'll unrip it.
Why did you have to kick that?
That's what you're supposed to do.
Jeez.
I was pointing to it, like that one.
Babe, you're gonna dent it.
No, I'm not.
That's a nice
But
door.
yeah, so we'll install one of these so that we can.
Losing is not an
Sorry, I got distracted.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that on.
This is the poop chute. This
Yeah,
is
so we'll open
okay.
this
Got
and we
it.
can pull the potty thing out.
Got it. Yep. 10-4.
Yep.
I am unserious. All these gauge clusters. What else do we have? Oh, more gauge clusters. Oh my gosh. What else? Oh, the headlight tab. Oh, here's. Oh, those are nice round ones. We've got a broken round one. I wonder if it's the same size. I like this old truck. So Western Star. That one's got pretty breathers on it too.
Years back, the government was doing, it's called a turf grant, terp, something like that, where they would incentivize you to buy a new truck. But what you had to do is cut the frames and then put a window in the block to show that it could never go on the road again.
Aw.
And that's one of the ones that was victim to that.
Well, these are a lot prettier than ours. With the exception of that one. And that one. Okay, maybe they're not. This is Fan Central.
Missing that bottom bolt for the alternator. And we just found one.
There's some seats. We need to glance in these trucks and see if any of them have good seats that we could use.
Yeah,
Bye.
they might. Oh, I need that bumper.
That is a stout freaking bumper. That thing means business.
Think about this next time you're tempted to brake check a big truck in your Volkswagen. That would take you out.
That would make you rethink your life decisions for sure. Bench seat. Meh. Woo. This looks like a really sporty seat. It looks like a sports car seat, Aaron. Oh, it's so nasty in here.
Be careful.
Dude, I like this seat.
It's
Whoa,
though.
there's 2 of them. These are our seats. We're buying these beauties.
Okay, we'll ask him about it.
I mean, I think they'll clean up.
Yeah, we just need to make sure he's not going to put this one back on the road. I mean, all it needs is a
Put it back on the
couple
road.
tires.
Dude, I'm thinking not. I'm thinking this one's done for.
I wonder if this red can be painted.
I kind of like it though.
Yeah.
It looks just kind of slick.
Okay. I'm cool
I
with
mean,
that.
assuming they'll clean up.
I mean, the seats I want are $1,500 a piece, so I'm all about if those will work. Put them in there. Jump up in there, see if they're
No, I'm a little. There's like spider bags. Although that's just a banana spider bag. It's not super scary. See, yeah, no. These seats are grody. We found some good seats, y'all. This truck's nice though. I should be like cautious that some animal doesn't jump out at me. This is a nice truck. These seats are, oh my God. There's been an animal living in here. Babe, this sleeper is plush.
Yeah, International makes a nice truck.
Oh my gosh. I'm a little scared. Dude, this sleeper is like Mac Daddy. There's like all this storage up top.
It's a condo, is what they call that.
Dude, this is cool. I've actually never been in. Y'all, I'm 5'10". This thing's like 6.5 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
This is so cool. Literally so nice. Look at all this storage. There's some feces. Cool. Oh God, if some animal jumps out, I'm gonna. But this is great, man. I wish ours was this big. Ours, we don't have. Yeah, just from the windshield it goes straight across, right? Yeah. Wow. Home away from home. She's fugly though.
I love new used parts. Makes me very happy. It's amazing. That's like exactly what we need.
It's so awesome.
Oh!
Dang it. Looky there.
Yep.
Dang. That's
Got it.
awesome. Yay.
Did I not do that?
Is that a B or an A model?
It's a model.
Dipped in here and Dylan knew exactly where that hose was. He's awesome. Out here working for Stewart, getting stuff done. They're doing rebuild after rebuild. There's a pretty Caterpillar over there getting rebuilt. Hey, Hoss. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Here's a good boy. So sweet. Hey, and we got a green light to buy those seats. Heck yeah. That is awesome.
Got his hose. It's awesome. Dylan knew exactly where it was because he was over there getting parts off that engine a couple days ago.
So great.
Yeah. Time to put it back together.
Got it started.
I don't know if we brought enough coolant. May have to go to the pond and scoop some water out.
That is nice and at the top. I'm not going to say it's full, but it's right at the very top. I think that's good.
All right, bring me the basket. I got a handful of bolts. You see those bolts, how rusty they are? Pretty nasty. Caterpillar bolts.
I freaking love it.
That's the best bolts you can find.
Oh my gosh. Is this going to be a huge improvement? But I want to clean the dash.
Well, you can. I got work to do. This is smaller, but we have power steering, so it's actually better because this cab is kind of small in here.
That is so beautiful. Nice. Excited to clean off this lady.
Yeah, me too. My favorite part. That's why I bought the truck.
Oh, come on, come cleaner than that, sister.
Oh, she's a little bit worn out. She's seen better days.
How exciting. It's getting you.
Oh. Ha.
Dude. Okay, that's badass.
That's sweet.
Oh my gosh. Well, the highlight of my day just took place. Just a little bitty baby calf was separated from her mama, and she was on the wrong side of the fence, and her mom's over here moving for her, and I'm getting ready to try and take her to her mama. Come on, babies.
All right, that's a fence
Come
back
on, babies.
together.
You got your mama's over here.
He's over there. Keep going. This way.
Going the wrong way.
Your mama's over there. Come on, keep coming.
Brand new, so I can barely walk.
You're doing great, sister. Come on.
You can pick her up, Emily.
Come on. Come on. Your mama's over here. She's really missing you.
This is like my dream. I'm carrying a calf.
I got your baby.
Look at her coming around the truck.
Yep. Just get her away from this fence and then let the mama take over.
For sure. Okay, so you're tired. Get some milk. I love you.
It's all good, mama.
Okay, mama. That's your beautiful baby. Yeah. Yeah. Life on the farm.
All right.
Love y'all. Love you so much.
Yeah, that was fun. Back to work.
Yep. Got the fence put back together. Everything's good.
He's doing good. I think it's a boy. He's doing good. Okay, Mr. Reeves, what's up next?
I just gonna sit here and look at my steering wheel.
Can you sit from the passenger seat so I can clean the rest of the dash?
I'm gonna go underneath and take that selector valve off. See if I can figure out why it's leaking air.
Okay.
Yep. When we build up air pressure, we have a constant leak out of here. That's the selector valve for the back box. That's a regulator up there, and it's basically a filter and a regulator. I'm not going to worry about that piece up there because I don't think it's causing problems. I think I've got some bad O-rings in here, so I'm going to take that apart. I'm not really a transmission guy. I don't have a ton of experience. I've rebuilt a few with my dad, but I was more of an engine guy. So we're going to just dig into it and see what we find. So I can't seem to get that out of there. So I'm just going to pull this whole back housing off. See what we got there. Hopefully I don't tear anything up. If I do, I'll fix it. I didn't think about the fact that I need to drain my transmission. So I'm either going to find a bucket and drain it or go some other route. We'll see in a minute.
I'm feeling pretty happy with this. It looks just kind of dry. I would love to like have it look moisturized. I mean, my gosh, like having this all glossy makes me want to have it that way, but at least it's clean now.
Okay, got our old bucket that we had diesel in. I think that's attached to a shift fork. Maybe I shouldn't be taking that off. So that absolutely does not come off. There's a shift fork on it. So I'm gonna go back to that valve and try to get that little dude out of there. Well, I got it out. And that top O-ring looks pretty bad. So we're gonna clean it up, see if we can get another O-ring in there. I've ordered one of these, but it's not here, and I want to test drive the truck today if I can. So we're gonna get that cleaned up, see if we can find some O-rings. I should have known that I couldn't have taken that whole thing off the back. It's just been a long time since I messed with transmissions. But the memories come back pretty quickly when you screw something up. We put some new O-rings on it. Honestly, the old ones don't look that bad. They looked worse when I first pulled it out. But we'll throw it back in there, see what happens.
I'm just kind of dusting the floors out a little bit. They're not in terrible shape, actually. And having those cool seats in here, it's progress, right? All right, what you working with, Mr.
I'm gonna
Reeves?
start taking this AC bracket thingy off so we can get the new one on there. Start putting the alternator on it. I gotta take this off too.
Need some knocker loose.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
When I see this, it's just like paint jobs that once were. Like I see orange and a black stripe. That had to have been a paint scheme at some point that they had. I don't know if it was the last one, but he was looking on the registration, or was it like the ID card?
The data tag.
And it said it was charcoal gray.
Metallic charcoal gray.
What?
Which mean, I could go back that color.
That's like our favorite color for trucks.
2003, when I was probably 19, I'd have to do the math, but then when I bought a brand new 2003 short wheelbase Chevy, and it was that dark metallic gray.
Cat eye.
Cat eye.
Oh.
We got a good deal on it because it was a V6 stick shift, which because I was so young, that's all I could afford insurance on. But I think we paid 12 or 13 grand because a hailstorm had come through Dallas, and this dealership was liquidating their stuff that had hail damage. So got a brand new truck for cheap.
And it was that charcoal gray, and we have loved that color ever since.
Yeah, and it's one of the few vehicles we sold. Obviously we regret it. I would like to find it. But it was around 2008, I believe, when we sold it. We were running a trucking company then, and things got real bad. And instead of going bankrupt, we sold a few things and paid our debts off and started over. But wish I had it back.
There's the floor on the driver's side. And here's the passenger side. Because I done put some motor oil on it. No shame in my game. Okay, he got his bottom bolt in and he's ready to look at this stuff.
I don't know how long it's been, but not nearly long enough.
Yeah.
I need my pieces.
Probably been like an hour, maybe 2 hours.
Yeah. Better.
Yeah. Threads look much more usable. Coming together over here.
Yeah.
I have greased up the floors. I thought about wiping the pedals down because they look gross, but then I thought, no, I don't think that's the smartest plan to grease up the pedals. So, the floor is going to attract lots of dirt now, but at least it looks pretty.
Still I need a new bolt, but this old one's getting it done. I need to be able to run that in to fully tighten it, but that may get as a test drive. Alternator's hooked back up. I doubt that alternator's any good, but I didn't want that belt flopping around, so we're gonna find out.
Aaron told me that I can put the valve covers back on. So I just grabbed the bolts. One of them just fell in poop, that's okay. And I'm gonna pop those back on.
And I'm gonna put a light switch in to see if any of these lights work.
Ooh.
They probably don't, but. Like, your boots smell like my cousin.
He's moved stuff away from the truck.
Yep.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire it up, see if we can build enough air pressure for that bag to pop back in place.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna work or not, but. Some of that air may have found it up to the engine. Check the alternator. No alternator.
Like the fuel feed is messing up somehow.
You want to chugga, 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 chugga?
Cuh-cuh-cuh-cuh.
And I turned it off. I just got to figure out what's going on with it.
Well, as we know, this is how it goes. We just gotta keep going. Is it dry?
That's bone dry. When I hooked that tank back up, I didn't process the fact that it was going to be running through this filter. I should have.
Supposed to listen for bubbles. Yeah, lots.
Okay. Rusty old stuff. She's getting all new fuel lines. Don't you worry about that.
All right, filter bypassed.
I think it was sucking air because I'd taken that crossover tube off the bottom of the tank that connects the two. Where the suction is, earlier in the video, I called it the return. That's actually the suction that comes up here. It's at a T, so I think path of least resistance, it was sucking air in instead of pulling fuel in. So I just hooked that hose back up because that valve's working. So the bad fuel can't bleed into the good fuel can't bleed to the bad fuel. So I think that's got us where we can try this again. It probably had to refill this filter up. The whole time it was probably running on the diesel in there.
Yep, I'm getting a little. And I think that might be it. It's, I mean. Did it run out of fuel?
Well, I turned the key off and it didn't turn off.
Oh, it did that thing.
So I came out here, but I bet I had the key off.
That's funny.
So let's see. There. Okay, so I'm trying to get all the air out of it, and at moments it seems like it clears up, other times it seems like it's still got some in there. We're gonna run it for a little bit, but it may be that hooking those fuel tanks up is actually sucking some more air. So we'll just see, all we can do is run it and see what happens.
Are we actually about to ride in this thing?
We're gonna try it, maybe stuck in the mud.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Stop it.
Got 100 pounds of air pressure. We got 55 pounds of oil pressure. That squeaking, I'm pretty sure, is the tap trying to spin a cable.
Are we seriously about to drive this thing?
We're gonna try it. Okay, brakes are in. Not losing too much air pressure. The lock.
What is that?
That's the third member. So
Poor traction, good traction.
yeah.
Stop it, we're rolling. It sounds really good. Oh, already second gear?
Trying to.
Wow.
Looks like the brakes are a little bit draggy.
Well, you would expect that. Oh, no way, dude. Okay, should you pause and we position the big camera?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull over here.
Dude, this is sick. We're driving our Peterbilt, dude. Okay.
This is fun. A lot of stuff to work on in here. I tried to put a new switch on the lights, and the switch had gone bad, and he bypassed it with all kinds of stuff. Got some wires running out the firewall up to the lights, so I'm gonna have to get me a diagram and just go through this piece by piece, because I want it all right, you know, and I want to add some decorative lighting and stuff like that. And so I need the system right. It's got some breakers over here like the airplane. I want all that hooked back up. That's gonna be good. This is gonna be a lot of work. Hey, low range. We're gonna skip first gear because that's low. Definitely bleeding air pressure off pretty quickly. Got a brake can or something leaking.
Okay. Sleeper secure.
No.
Clutch feels awesome.
Yeah, it's not adjusted right, but it feels pretty good.
Dude, this is amazing.
I'm not real good at shifting gears.
Oh my gosh, the cows are like, get it, son. Across the cattle guard.
Yep. Took it out of gear, so. Yeah, air pressure is a problem.
Now we're gonna have to replace a bunch of lines and do all kinds of diagnostics with the air. Oh, look at your dad's gonna see us. How freaking cute. Look at him, he's filming us. Stop it, I love him.
What do you think?
It's got a lot of air leaks and stuff, but
Yeah. Looks like a little hole on that floorboard.
she did that.
Yeah, I did it. It's motor oil. It looks
Are
beautiful.
you trying to shine it up?
Yeah.
It's like, looks like motor oil on the floorboard.
Yeah. So we're just gonna go down the driveway a couple of times. Just,
Cool. You got a circle there.
okay. Yeah.
Go around in circles. That's what I do.
Yeah.
If I'm afraid to drive them, you know, if they're too junky, I just go around the circle 7 or 8 times.
Well, this one's pretty junky, so
Okay, all right.
we'll see you in a minute.
I think he was talking about our truck.
Yeah.
Looking across his hood, it's like the name is perfect. Grimy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got
Brakes
brakes.
work well.
Yeah.
Dude. It
Sounds-
runs so good.
Runs so good.
We just did one circle.
I know.
That's still as is.
Found the major air leak right under here. It's this hose. We'll go back to the field and fix that air leak. Did
Okay.
the airbag cooperate?
No, it's still crinkled up.
Okay, we'll go to the field, see if we can fix that airline.
Okay. Oh, he's gonna get to use the reverse.
air freshener.
Yeah, it smells pretty decent in
Very
here.
nice. Check the brakes out.
Woo!
Pretty good.
Performance.
All right.
Did you notice I wiped your shifter down?
Oh, thank you.
You're
That's beautiful.
welcome. That is quite the leak.
Right.
I was trying to get eyes on it, but
I'll show you in a minute. Because I know old trucks can leak air. I bought this master kit. All DOT. Like, you just gotta expect it's gonna do it. So we got all these goodies. We're about to fix it. Here's the problem. Well, hose right there is just kinked.
show is.
Some might say it's kinky.
Oh, I would never say such a thing. But if anybody is, this truck is. Jeez. Oh, that's like one of the ones we used on the Ride Tech.
Yeah.
Air ride suspension.
Yeah, they're DOT quick connects.
They're bad to the bone. Man, Aaron, you're so freaking awesome.
Thank you. Fire back up and see what else is leaking.
Clear. What's happening here? Air pressure? Air in the tire, got it.
Don't air that tire up too much. That's sketchy, but it needed a little bit more.
Something tells me my man's a little proud of his hose. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm proud of it too, babe.
I've never had a pickup that could air its own tires up. That's cool.
That's cool. Go for another spin?
Yeah. You ready? No, you gotta come over here.
So how are you telling air pressure?
Right here.
Oh,
Air
I was
pressure
looking
gauge.
at this air PSI.
Yeah.
It's kind of behind the steering wheel. Okay.
So just from fixing that, we were running about 55 to 60 PSI. These brake cans will automatically kick out at around 60 PSI, 50 to 60. So we were barely keeping enough air in it for those the parking brakes to be released. Now sitting there idling, we're at 100 PSI,
Yeah.
which is much closer to where I'd like it to be. It's like we're holding air pressure, so the brake cans probably are good. It was just that hose up underneath the cab that was leaking so much. Cool, so when you put your clutch in, you're gonna feel, it'll like hit the throwout bearing, back up a little bit.
Okay.
You don't want it
Fully
bumping up against
compressed.
it. Yeah. We'll adjust that so it's not so easy to do. Right now this pedal's all the way at the top and that's not where you want it. You want it about 2 or 3 inches of free play.
I think I'm overthinking the clutch thing
You
because
are.
earlier, whenever we were doing it, I just did it without worrying about where the clutch was. I just kind of, this is
I
a
was
clutch.
teaching you about a clutch brake. You're in. Ease out. When you want it, you gotta trunk it here.
Yeah, it doesn't need any gas to take off. You kidding me? Freaking how many foot-pounds of torque? 1,000?
Enough of them. So rev her up, slide her in second gear. No
No
clutch.
clutch.
You'll feel it. Let off the gas. Start up.
Okay, so, but that's creepy because reverse is straight up.
Yeah. So
It won't let me though. It won't let me
It'll
push.
just grind. There's some big gears. They're hard to tear up.
Yeah, I'm driving the Peterbilt Optimus Prime. I'll drive all you want me to.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there anything caution-wise, like full lock?
Nah.
Okay. just
attempting.
like hearing it.
Yeah. And I was doing it earlier too.
Yes, you were. Whenever I was filming you after to do your second stab in the drive by the shop, I was like, brat, brat.
But it does rev really quick. Like you barely touch it.
It's so nice.
Now I'd like you to shift going that way.
Okay, I'm gonna try. And so
First to second, rev it up more than you think you should.
that's what I was gonna say. I always feel like it's like shifted like 1,000 RPM, but
A lot of people don't take off in that first, unless they're towing.
oh, okay. Right about there.
Yeah.
No clutch. Feels so weird. Nope. Dang, it sure stops. It doesn't even.
I tell you what, start in second gear.
No, I want to try to get
Okay.
second. Okay.
We're in a soft build, so it's been slowing down so much.
Okay. And do I take my foot off the gas?
Just
Or
slow
do
it
I
down a little bit.
Okay.
Just let it back. You're trying to match the RPM that you're going to be at.
Right.
Up more. More.
Really?
Now shift.
I'm trying to be really gentle on it, but
You're good. Next time, try to let all the way off your throttle.
Okay.
You're holding the RPM up too much.
okay.
All the way up the throttle. The problem right now is I've given you too much information. I need to leave you alone.
No, you're doing great.
You're almost there. You were there. Try again.
I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna get it eventually.
Remember, less throttle is what you need, not
I
throttle.
thought I was trying to kind of rev match it.
I scrapped that idea when I noticed it wasn't working.
I got it! Oh my god. That should not have been so hard, Emily. Come on. First to second was quite the hurdle. Oh my god. Yo, what a dork. Oh, but this thing is so cool. This is awesome. Oh my god.
You going out by the trucks and stuff?
Well, is this too wet?
No, that's too wet over there.
That's what I was
We
thinking.
need to stay on this side.
So let me just back up.
Yeah, just back up and then make that loop again.
I'm driving a semi truck. What? How is this real life? Oh my gosh.
All right, second gear, and then you can do a second to third shift.
Hey, these brakes are touching.
Brakes are serious.
Yeah, they are. All right, second gear. My air seat's just bopping around. Oh my god. I'm
starting in second.
I thought that was cheating. I thought you were giving me the easy way out. Oh my God. You know what? I'm never going to find myself in second gear again. I mean, first gear. First gear in me? Nah.
First gear for the work that we're going to do with this truck is not needed.
Oh, I just put it in first. You know what? 13 speed, you're at 12 speed to me.
Go around the back of Garfield.
The back of Garfield.
Yep.
Like this?
Yep.
Brake out. Key off.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, Optimus Grime, you're a driver, dude. Yes. I can't believe it, y'all. It's a driver. And I'm a semi-driver.
Yeah, you are.
Not
Yeah.
legally, but
Shifting them gears.
that first to second bout took me out. I do not like to fail.
No, but you got it.
Yeah.
In not ideal conditions, you got it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. Currently, right now, our first episode has over 400,000 views, which is pretty big for us. Like, next month will be 10 years for our channel. And we haven't had a video go this hard since we did the big boat stuff early on in like 2020. So seeing the excitement that this build has brought to the channel and the new folks that are subscribing, it's a big deal for us. It means a whole bunch. But we are so thankful to CRC for jumping on board to be this build sponsor. You know, ad revenue for creators goes up and down. And so
You're not going to pay your bills.
Yeah.
You're not going to pay your bills. You might one
Well,
month.
we aren't.
Yeah.
If we got 1 million views per upload, you could probably pay your bills
Yeah.
very easily on ad revenue. But for us, it makes a huge difference when companies jump on board and want to sponsor builds, because then we have operating capital to be able to order parts and be here doing this as our job. Like, we do this as our job, which is such a gift. But it's been worth the hustle. I mean, it's 10 years later. Here we are.
And what better company than CRC? I mean,
Yeah.
the whole truck's greasy, and what's not greasy is rusty. And they've got a product for both of those. We can deal with the rust and the grease on it. So
Exactly.
it's been perfect. We love those guys.
Man, this is so much fun. We have so much more work to do on this truck. So if you're not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button and comment below what you like best about this build, or if you have any other thoughts or ideas. We read all the comments. So we appreciate y'all so very much watching and doing all the things, subscribing and liking and all that junk. And we will see y'all on the next episode.